Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of my LEGO series. Now, in this episode, we are going to be ripping up the roads and then relaying them. So, I've actually already done it. It's just because of how I record all of my content. This intro was actually the last thing I recorded. So, let's get right into it. So the first step for remodeling the road system is to be taking this, and hopefully taking just one road, and making it straight with that crossing there. Because that all is one road. So we kind of want to make that continuous like this, so that it can all be Main Street, and then that right there can be our one highway. Because I had intended for this to be another highway with like that being in between. But now I've decided that we can move this to over here and then shift this over and use these extra plates over there to connect more things, including figuring out how to connect the crossing, and then we can do that. But also, this is my hot air balloon, which, just before I started recording, fell on the floor, all the way down there where my shoe is. And it took me like 30 minutes to put back together. So now I know that in an upcoming LEGO episode, we're also going to be remodeling that. It's also a bit too small for the proportions of the city. So I'm just going to take out this center part of roads, and I guess we'll leave the balloon for now. Okay, there. Now I've taken out every piece of road stuff that I had, and then I decided I might as well just put the small extras pack right here. So, we have 12 of these road ends, 2 crosswalk pieces. I had 8 of these speed bumps, but 4 of them I'm using in my LEGO Star. We have 20 of these barred tiles, a bunch of these non-barred tiles, 8 road plates, plenty of edge pieces, and then a bunch of accessories. So let me take you back over there so I can kind of, hopefully, show you what my plan might be. So here is what I'm possibly considering. But because there's both a 16 stud gap here and here, I'll probably just push these 2 things that ways. But, of course, I do have to figure out, eventually I would probably want like buildings there maybe, so that then when we have a main street, it's completely like that. Because this will eventually be our main street. And I'm kind of thinking of it of being like Main Street USA, so that like that's where parades would go and everything, and eventually off in the distance that away, it would lead to like a flagpole and a courthouse. But now we can see I have a highway here, and then Main Street there. So I'm probably going to start working on how to get the plates joined up. And I'll move this kind of that a ways. Okay, there. Now you can see I have completely tiled roads, which allow for Main Street to go through right there. And then this is our technically 3-lane highway. And we can see that I've added the little park space. I still have some more adaptations to do, but Now we can move on to the few accessories over here and trying to adapt this crossing to fit with this, which I was thinking of using this kind of here-ish and then doing some magic with this in order to get it to actually be a good road crossing. But also for accessories, let me actually bring you over to my desk over here. So these are the few accessories. So I was thinking of taking this plate along with this bench, maybe this newspaper thing, and taking this pedestrian walking sign, putting it all on this and then over there, and also of course adding street lamps along the highway. But I plan to be adding these lamps along Main Street, at least in the commercial district. For the residential district, I actually have custom-made lamps, which are these. But if I eventually get the number of pieces that I would need, maybe we can do a white version of these for that, just to look nice. So yeah, let me build up some of the accessories and figure out how to do the railroad crossing, and then I'll bring you guys back in. Poof! Now we can see that I've completely finished it, including even adding the nice transition from the asphalt road to a concrete crossover right there. And let me even show you with a vehicle that it works. See? Watch. If I don't knock over my stoplight, I guess. Which just goes back right there. So yeah, there we go. I finished that. Then I decided to add stoplights over on this section because this still is highway. But that just leaves the street lamps, which I'll probably have to put here-ish. But that will obviously be gone actually for Main Street. So yeah, I've completely redone my road system to look better and serve better for parades. Like if I'm for, of course, the Fall Founders Day Parade, it would be now all the way through there instead of how it had been, just over there, which is good. And then over here, we've got the edge of the crosswalk with a bench and a little newspaper stand. Which when I get you in, you can see that it's a newspaper stand. And that is supposed to lead over to the train station for that, but I'm doubtful that it does. And I have to worry about that sign somehow. And so yeah, that is my entire road system having been redone. Haha. Now, we have the entire thing repopulated with vehicles, because they're not all just cars. Sorry, I was stepping on some of my train tracks. So let me explain to you what is happening. So first of all, I raised up all of the stoplights by 1 brick so that then they can be higher and things like this can go under it. So, this is a camper van, sports car. This is a crop harvester, a composter, harvester, I'll probably think of it afterwards, and feel free to and I know there will be at least one person telling me in the comments. They're going that way to Fields. Then there's a truck of space shuttle parts also going to the Fields, where all of the spaceships and everything are built. Then there's a fully built spaceship coming back, hopefully going that ways to the mountain testing area, which is just there-ish beyond the sea. And then we have an entire police chase. So the person driving this stole a vault safe. So there are 2 policemen on motorcycles chasing him. And then we also have a police car with cones. I also added streetlights over there, as you can see. But the final thing is down here. I just added a man on the phone. Because why not? So yeah, that's my roads. Well, now that we've completely redone my road system. When I say completely, I mean just have done. I'm glad that we were able to completely redo the road system, and that now it's setting me up for whenever I have my Main Street USA looking thing. So, this is the end of my video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!